Marvel is undoubtedly probably one of the biggest franchises in the world right now, with movies, TV shows, Funko Pops, video games, lunchboxes, toilet brushes. They've got it all. But what you probably didn't know is that Doctor Who actually has an interesting history with Marvel Comics, having a weekly strip released under Marvel starting in the 1970s. And one of my favourite characters to come out of that range is going to be the subject of today's video. Now, before we get into it, I just want to say, I've been sort of thinking about doing this video for a very long time, and you can see that I've been planning this for so much so that if you look at this screenshot, I actually bought a chainsaw to match the weapon of the character we are going to be discussing. But who is this mysterious character, you may be asking? Well, it is of course the one, the only, Absalom Daak. But before we get into it, if you could do me a teeny tiny little favour and click that subscribe button, I'd be ever so grateful. We're trying to get to 16,000 subscribers as quickly as possible, so any support would really help me out. Also, breaking brand new news, I have a PO box now, that's right. Here it is. You can see it here. If you want to send me anything, feel free. I'd really appreciate it. We're doing it for 3 months and anything I get sent will be opened on camera. We'll do an unboxing. It'll be fun. God knows what you all will send me because some of you all are strange. Hopefully it'll be a fun time. Also, go follow me on Twitter if you want to. I post regularly over there. But with that said, let's get into the video. Absalom Daak originated in a comic strip called Doctor Who Weekly. In fact, Absalom Daak Dalek Killer, I believe, was a side thing to Doctor Who Weekly, and he sort of spun off into his own character, meeting with the Doctor numerous times. Daak was first written by Stephen Moore and penciled by Steve Dillon. A lot of Steves going around. And I love this character so much because he is the embodiment of the 90s in every way possible, and the complete antithesis of the Doctor in almost every way. Whereas the Doctor, more often than not, will preach the values of being a pacifist, Absalom Daak is about slicing Daleks open with chainsaws. So to give you a bit of context as to who Daak is and why he's called the Dalek Killer, Daak's love was actually killed by the Daleks, forcing him to seek revenge against them as a species. In fact, he is considered so dangerous to them that he's considered to be one of the people who killed the most Daleks, only being rivaled by the Doctor themselves. I just love the idea that the Daleks are genuinely afraid of a guy with a chainsaw. And the thing is as well, he's from Earth in the 26th century. So while yeah, he is from the future, he is still a human, and bearing in mind as well that in the 22nd century, Earth successfully gets invaded by the Daleks, which I just think makes Absalom Daak's ability to terrify the Daleks all the more impressive. And just to give you a taste of the moral character of Absalom Daak, Daak was convicted of 23 charges of murder, pillage, piracy, massacre, and other crimes too horrible to bring to public attention. No wonder the Daleks are terrified of this guy. Another great detail that I love is that apparently when the Time War ended, he was mad because there weren't enough Daleks for him to kill, which I just absolutely love. It's also really interesting to me that while I was doing this project, the Doctor Who Earth, the Doctor Who version of Earth, actually has a name within the Marvel Universe, because obviously, as I said, Marvel published Doctor Who weekly comics for a while, starting in the 1970s. So Doctor Who's version of Earth is called Earth 5556. I love that. Can you imagine if in the multiverse of madness, Doctor Strange went through a portal and just saw a bunch of Daleks, and then you see this guy with a chainsaw just slicing them in half? It would be absolutely incredible. And the synopsis for Absalom Daak Dalek Killer, the first one, is one of the best things I've ever read. Convicted of mass murder, Absalom Daak is given a choice: execution or be dropped into the middle of a planet full of Daleks to take as many as he can before he dies. No contest. Yeah, this guy's like the epitome of 90s murdering, gun-toting, Rambo attitude, and I absolutely love it. And this is kind of why I wanted to make this video. I'm campaigning for an Absalom Daak spin-off. Needs to happen. Release the Absalom Daak show, I don't care. Get Carl Urban to play Absalom Daak. He would be fantastic. He's literally perfect casting for it. Russell, if you're gonna make a spin-off about how this man loses his wife to the Daleks and goes on a Dalek-filled murder rampage, and if you can't use them for every episode, Just have him be an assassin for all manner of different Doctor Who villains, but have the Daleks be the main ones, as you would with the Doctor. This is what I made this entire video in service of. I just want an Dak spin-off. But yeah, let me know if you just enjoyed this little rant about one of the weirdest parts of Doctor Who for me. This is one of my favourite characters in the show's lore. So let me know what you guys think. Comment down below your thoughts, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you later.